Do not spend the 2006 coins that you see in this video because they sold for a ton of money and you do not want to be spending them whatsoever. These are rare 2006 coins that are selling online for a ton of money, guys. Without any further ado, let's hop right into this video. So up first, we do have a 25-cent Colorado statehood quarter. Now, I do like the Colorado coins. They are very pretty. I do like those big mountains on the back. Big fan, but this 25-cent coin here was graded by NGC at a proof 66. So this is the big thing on this coin, guys, so pay attention. This coin was accidentally struck on an overweight planchet. It sold for $159, but the big thing is you want to get a scale and weigh your coins. Weighing your coin can be a big factor when determining the value. This coin was struck on an overweight planchet. That means the piece of metal, that metal disc the coin was struck on, was overweight. Now, the US Mint does have a 10% acceptability rate where the coin can weigh 10% too high or 10% too low, but this coin weighed much more than that, so this coin is just way too heavy for what it should have been. You can also see this has an S mint mark below the date standing for the San Francisco Mint where this coin was produced. San Francisco typically produces a lot of proof coins. This is a proof coin. You can see that the backdrop or the field of the coin looks like a mirror. It's very shiny and reflective. Once again, this coin sold for $159. $1,527.50 for this 2006 D $1 Sacagawea coin graded by NGC at a mint state 68. The big area you want to pay attention to here is 1, the grade is very high, only 2 points away from the perfect grade of 70, and 2, this has that D mint mark. Now, depending on the mint mark that you have can dramatically increase or decrease the value of the coin. This one has that D mint mark standing for the Denver Mint, which did allow it to sell for $1,527.50. Same coin here with the same grade. However, this has a P mint mark. So you can see the Philadelphia minted this coin right below the date there. You can see the P mint mark. Same grade, except this one sold recently for $210. So a lot less money based upon when the coin is sold. And also the big one is going to be the fact of that mint mark. So the first one had the D mint mark. This one has the P mint mark. P mint marked coins on this specific year are not going to be as valuable as the D mint mark. So pay close attention to a mint mark because it really does matter. All right, so here we have a 2006 1-cent coin that sold for $312. This one got graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 red. So these coins can either come red, red, brown, or brown depending on environmental conditions and the type of metal it was struck on. All you got to know here is that red coins are typically worth more money than brown and red brown coins. Reason for that is because red is the color that the coin was intended to have looking like in that mint state design. So right when the coins come out of the mint, they should look nice, bright red, and that is what collectors really like on their coin. But why did this coin sell for $312? Well, the big reason is because it's a DDO, or doubled die obverse. Obverse means the front of the coin. This is an FS102, not to bore you with details, but it's the type of doubling it has. This one is pretty hard to see, which makes it a little less valuable. The easier it is to see the doubling on a coin, typically speaking, the more money it's going to be worth. The only area you can really easily see the doubling on this coin is in Liberty, but we'll try to show a few photos of the doubling on this coin, but if we can't, just know that you're going to need some sort of magnification to see the doubling on a coin like this. The doubling is really what increases the value here, $312. This is a 2006 P 10-cent Roosevelt dime graded by PCGS at a mint state 67 with the full bands on the back. All right, let's break this coin down. So first of all, it is a P mint marked coin. So a lot of Philadelphia minted coins actually don't have a mint mark on the coin whatsoever. Sometimes you will see the P mint mark, other times you will just see nothing at all. If your coin does not have a mint mark at all, there's a high probability that it is a Philadelphia issued coin. There's a small chance that it's an error, and let's say it was minted at the San Francisco Mint, but it's missing an S mint mark. Outside of that, no mint mark means Philadelphia Mint. Another big one here is the fact that it's the full bands on the back. So I want you to go ahead and flip your little Roosevelt dime over and look on the back of your coin. You're going to see a torch in the center. Now that torch can be important because on the torch, they have these horizontal bands on the torch. Now very similar to the full steps on the Jefferson nickel, the full bands are very hard to get struck. Collectors like them on their coin, and the area they are is at the top and the bottom of the torch, you have this horizontal bands. The full bands really increase the value of the coin. This one sold for $372. Wow, $528 for this 2006 1 cent coin. This coin actually got graded by PCGS at a specimen 70 red. So that is the perfect grade of 70. We really don't see them too often, but when we do, it is a very nice treat. Understand, getting your coin graded at the 70 grade is a bit like gambling, honestly. It is very challenging to do. It's hard to get that grade, and the smallest little imperfection can bring the grade down from a 70 down to a 69 or a 68. It really all comes down to the grader who's grading your coin. So, I don't want you guys to be wasting your money sending your coins off to get graded because there's a high probability that it's not worth the money. The only time I really recommend it is if you have a high value coin or if you just want to have the experience of getting your first coin graded. Let's say you have a coin that's very sentimental to you. Then it would make sense to send your coin off to get graded, and then you could have it in your collection so it could stay safe. But this coin sold for $528 because it got this perfect grade of 70. It's a specimen coin, which means it's a specially minted coin from the US Mint. This is not a coin you'll find out in pocket change, but it sold for $528. $1,200. Won't spend a lot of time here because it is pretty apparent that this coin was struck 30% off center and it's on the edge of the strip clip. So if you have a rare coin like this, you're going to want to contact a few coin experts that know what they're doing. We highly recommend against ever going to a pawn shop because they will rip you off. No offense, any pawn shop owners, but that's just kind of the reality. You want to find a few coin dealers that know what they're doing. If you haven't already, pick up our completely free coining currency ebook down below. Check that out. There's no strings attached whatsoever. But this coin got graded by PCGS at a mint state 65 and it sold for $1,200. Holy smokes, you're going to want to pay attention to this one because it sold for $4,230. That's a lot more money than I thought it would have sold for. So why did it sell for so much money? Well, it's a 2006 D 5 cent Monticello Jefferson nickel that was graded by PCGS at a mint state 68 with the full steps on the back. So let's just start with the full steps on the back. It's very similar to the full bands on the torch of the Roosevelt dime. It's right above Monticello there. It's those full steps. They are very hard to get on a coin like this because it's a high point on the coin. They get worn down very quickly, and during the minting process, it's actually hard to strike that area without it getting kind of blurry and rubbed down. It really comes down to the grade on this coin and who's trying to get the coin. Keep in mind, when the coin is being sold really does matter. If this coin is sold in 2016 like it was, and all of a sudden someone grades a bunch of coins and they grade very highly, then the population of these coins kind of gets bigger and it's less desirable. Some of these collectors really want to collect a coin that no one else has the grade of. Either way, if I can put this into a small nutshell, it's going to be the fact that it graded so highly by PCGS, it's got the full steps. That's why it sold for $4,230. Here we have a 25-cent Nebraska statehood quarter from 2006. It is the Philadelphia minted coin. This one got graded by PCGS at a mint state 68 and it sold for $2,350. Once again, that grade is going to matter. So if you have a Nebraska statehood quarter, chances are you don't have one in this high of a grade, but if you did, then it might be worth selling and trying to get $2,350 for it. If you enjoyed this video, we'd appreciate it if you hit the like button and we will see you in the next one.